Hey guys, it's me, Slugdugger, here to tell you how to play Yorick in 13.20 patch and keep you guys up to date and everything new. So this is probably the biggest patch we've had in League within the past few months, and it's gonna change over a lot of things, mainly the early game. So firstly, all the runes have been changed, nerfed mostly, but honestly, because all the runes have been nerfed, they're still pretty much the same. It's nerfed for us, but it's also nerfed for the enemy in a way, you know? It comes out even. So you go standard like usual, go Congo for melee, Comet for ranged champions, and first strike if you want to murder. If you're having confused what runes build to go, check out my spreadsheet in the description of every video, and you press it and then you can keep up to date with information. If you're struggling, look at my Discord as well. Now here's something that has dramatically changed that will affect you, is the starting items. Previously, I always went longsword refillable. I've been doing it for around 2 or 3 years now, and it's always been the go-to. It gets you to your item faster, and it has pretty decent sustain with a refillable potion. However now, the meta is to go Doran start pretty much every single game. All the Doran's items got buffed really hard, and their stats now are so powerful that if you don't have it against a decent player, and they have Dorans, you are gonna get railed. It's almost impossible to solo kill someone if they have Dorans and you don't, unless you got gigantic balls. But by far, the best Doran's items is Doran's Shield, gives you sustain and tank against early game, but if you're in a good matchup, you can go Doran's Blade as well. Basically, just go Doran's items. Fuck refillable longsword, that's garbage, Doran's only baby. Another thing that changed in laning phase is death timers have gone down. That means solo killing somebody in lane is going to be less effective overall. 4 seconds may not seem like a lot, but you have to consider, right? In the early game, every second matters a gigantic amount, especially because Yorick doesn't have good wave clear. From now on, you're gonna have to be more cautious solo killing enemies and having the wave be in a bad wave state, because it can lead to a freeze in a scenario where you're just not able to walk up and 1v1 the enemy because you don't even have any ghouls to set up. Now, this is the most controversial change this patch. I've seen this ruin every Yorick main. The plate gold nerf. Now, I'm gonna be a bit controversial with this take, but honestly, it was to be expected. Plates before were incredibly overpowered. Giving 175 gold was way too much. If you ever solo killed the enemy and then just hit the tower like twice, boom, you're up 700 gold on the enemy, up EXP, and now it's just going to be one of the JAVs I watched on my phone while Zerk in the shower, where the guy just absolutely rails the cute girl in the locker. All in all, in top lane, it's going to be harder to solo kill because people are going to have better stats with Dorans. It's going to be less rewarding to solo kill because they come back to the lane a lot quicker. And even if you do get a solo kill, you're going to get less money from plates overall. This sounds bad, but if you're not doing the best or you're just in a really bad matchup, this is all a really good thing. And for Yorick, who pretty much has 1,000 bad matchups, this is definitely going to be a positive change. Getting into level 6 should be a lot more safer. Dying should be less punishing, and even if you do get camped or struggle, it's all good. It's not like the enemy can snowball that hard anyway, they get less money from plates. But if you're a Giga Chad 1v9 Yorick monster like me, yeah, this patch is gonna suck a bit. Snowballing's harder, and you may be thinking, oh, it's okay, you can get Herald. Yeah, it got nerfed too. It's a huge patch which encourages stabilization in a safer, more slow-paced game, which is technically good for Yorick, but in high elo, games are very high accelerated, so snowballing is gonna suck a lot more. Another change that people have been telling me is that soloing Baron can't really be done anymore. I'm not sure, I haven't tested it in an actual game, and I just don't have the opportunity to do it much in high elo. I'm gonna trust you guys and just assume this means that you can't just plop down all at 20 minutes in the game and solo from full HP. Now you'll probably need to have 4 pre-goals set up and then get Maiden up mid-fight. So I assume that you can still solo it, but you have to do a very correct setup and not make any mistakes. Now onto the big changes, the mythics, the items. Wait, Dustblade got nerfed? No! Oh wait, it's only 2%. What the hell? Who cares about this shit? This shit's still broken. Dustblade's still bloody overpowered. Yomiz is also now a very strong option, which means that all of the value mythics are now somewhat viable in Yorick. Yomiz is kind of like old Power Score, where it's just mega strong all-in damage. It pairs really well with First Strike, and the movement speed can help you get to people really quickly. It's overall less consistent damage than Duskblade, but more initial burst in it and more maneuverability. It's honestly really powerful and fun, but I wouldn't recommend it for most Yarick players unless you have a lot of experience in spacing, Yarick, vision control, and just the assassin playstyle in general. Learning how to use First Strike efficiently isn't too easy as well, so yeah, all in all, Youmuu's Ghostblade is very good in Yarick. It's kind of like old Parallel's Claw, except without the dash, but just a lot of movement speed. And in that same kind of vein, it's also a very, very skillful tool, and if you're a noob, don't touch it. With that being said, that's it for the changes. I'll quickly cover some other ones, like jungle monsters being harder to kill. They got more resist now, so in general, they're just going to be tankier. It sucks a little bit, but it's not that big of a change. It's still always going to be worth it to invade and take camps, but you do have to consider, oh, this is going to take me a little bit longer, I might be late to a fight because I'm doing this camp. You have to consider your macro timings. Also, I've been banning Jax for like the past year, but this patch especially, I've been banning Jax a lot more. He just got a visual rework, so you'll probably be seeing him a lot more. Anyways, that's it for the video. In a couple of days, I'll be going on vacation for a week or two, so I will not be able to stream, but I do have scheduled videos on YouTube, and they do have some footage from the older patch, but it's okay, they're banging games, you know? You want to see some banger Yarick gameplay? Banger? Remember, if you got any questions, ask on my Discord. I'll probably still be active there. Have a great day though, and I love you all. My little boy, children, girl, things.